Good morning, merry Sunday. Yesterday I was coming up that Audley Hill or Artillery Hill, and I was dropped by Leo again. And I had this guy behind me shout in a car, "Get some bloody white shoes!" I was like, fair enough. That was yesterday. Look, I'm very disappointed, everyone. Yesterday's video was the least successful views we've had in months on the channel. I think Leigh should take that very personally. Hasn't been a lot of success in that department thus far, but that's all right. That was yesterday. Very annoyed. It's like, what's this guy doing? Oh my God. Only other thing on yesterday's video that I did want to mention is, yes, so that whole intro sequence was shot on this phone. What I do is I kind of try and switch between frame rates as I'm going it, so you can do the slow-mo stuff and the normal speed stuff. And obviously being able to switch between the lenses can kind of break up the shots. State your name. Where are we headed?
Heading up north to Tuna Bay.
Thank you. What's the news, mate? What's going on in Newey? Give me some Newey updates.
Not much. Junior state champs on this weekend at Pez.
Any Newcastle shout-outs?
Go follow James Farley, Jeffy Faze. Check out my video below.
Oh, that was sick. Yeah, so I will drop that link below. The boys did this sick cut, this sick edit the guy of riding. So, yeah, sorry. Should have mentioned that. That was awesome. Well done, guys. Fashion Fridays.
Yeah.
We're going to run through, we're going to work this out, all right? Let's run through a few ideas for what we can cover over the next month.
Good idea.
There's certainly a few topics I think that need to be discussed. Namely, are Jordan lows really as shit hot as I think they are?
Yeah.
Answer is yes. Righto, mate, vlog update. What's happening? Change of plans.
It's about to be down in the rain.
Because Leo has just dropped a rather large, horrendous picture of a radar in the group chat. So I'm going to say goodbye to him. He's going to shoot back down to the northern beaches, and I'm going to race home. We don't do that sort of stuff around here, that kind of wet weather, hard thing. We'll save our chat, all right? Think about it. So we have good news and bad news. The good news, well actually the bad news is I got wet. The good news is the wee group set doesn't disintegrate or dissolve when you get wet. So anyway, I went through a really heavy shower. It's actually wet roads here in Balmain, but it's okay. Before we go today, actually just going to quickly meet up with Leigh before he heads back to Melbourne. Midway through last year, he took a big break off the bike. He'd been training super hard. Look, there's a whole lot of reasons behind it. It was the first time ever since he'd got into riding. He got into riding a little bit later on. It was the first time ever he took any break off training. And what I want to challenge him on today is, so that was a discussion he had with Jesse, his coach, and Jesse essentially forced him to have this break. So what I want to kind of challenge him a bit with today is, can he identify for us, looking back at that, what maybe was some of the signs that he needed that break?
Yeah, it wasn't really one of those things. I didn't know I needed it until I'd actually started, because I'd never had more than like 2 weeks off the bike. And when I had those 2 weeks, say I was going away on holiday, I would do a massive load up of training, then 2 weeks cold turkey, and then I'd just get straight back into it, thinking that was enough of a break. But I don't think I ever mentally left the bike, because while I was having my 2 week break, I was sort of like, oh, I just want to train, I could be training instead this morning, blah, blah, blah. And it was only because I was on holiday that I was unable to. It was a mental thing. It was like really found myself getting sick of it, like thinking I would snap out of it and be keen to race again. But yeah, it was definitely a mental thing that I wasn't having fun. And then the physical came after Giradella.
Yep.
And just like going up the first climb on Reefton Spur. I just remember like I did wattage that I did in Centennial Park for like 40 minutes the other day, no problem. I did the same wattage on that climb and was just like on the absolute limit and just thinking like, how the hell am I not like able to push any harder than this? I could barely get out there, and I was just like, you know what, this sucks. Turned around, came home, and I just said to Jessie like, I don't want to do the Melbourne to Warrnambool. I don't want to race for a few weeks. Yeah, there was no like date set. It was just give myself however much time I needed. And so I think it ended up being like the first like 12 days was just like off the bike. And then after that, I maybe did like one ride to the cafe every week, or like a couple rides a week. And it was, yeah, just about getting out and enjoying it and remembering why I enjoy riding my bike. Like, you know, if there was a drop of rain, it was like not bothering with that. It was like going out, doing routes I enjoy, like on a sunny day, going through Abbotsford, stopping for a coffee, not looking at my Garmin, just like learning to enjoy it a bit more again. I think I used to hate having like a full rest day off the bike. Like it used to be like such a waste of time. Like I could at least be doing, you know, 30 kilometers at 150 watts and still like getting time in on the bike and like, burn a few calories and keeping the weight off. And I thought that was so important to me, but now I'm like, recovery days aren't, it's less about the physical recovery. It's more about just like checking out. And yeah, now I relish a full day off. Like previously, like I didn't ride yesterday, I didn't ride today. I think previously I would have been like feeling frustrated with myself, feeling like I'm wasting wasting the team's time, wasting Jessie's time, wasting my time with training. But now I feel like, I'm more, each day I have off, I'm not kicking myself for not having trained, but I'm, more keen for the next day I do get on the bike and prove myself to my coach and, you and Luke and, the other boys in the team and stuff to, hit the numbers in training and that.
And all your marvellous sponsors that don't get just sort of like...
And Maxis, yeah.
On this place. I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you for that. And hopefully we'll see you very soon. Massive thanks to Leigh for sharing that with us. I thought that was fantastic. Really interesting insight into his development over the last 18 months. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this weekend's videos. As you can probably tell, look, anytime I get the opportunity to have some of the guys in the team on this channel, I want to do that. I want to do that as much as possible. So I've been thinking a lot about the channel recently, and it's really one of the goals of this, not goals, but like creative elements of this is, it's great doing the Fashion Friday thing and talking a bit about, equipment and training and that and, my day-to-day life. But at the end of the day, I really want to try and get across the stories of the guys in the team, because it's a really, it's also good not just having me on the channel, but I do want to keep this varied, okay? And I think that is important. So please do let me know down below if you do like me trying to do more of that, and what more information I can maybe get out of the guys, and what you'd like to hear from them. As always, I'll see you throughout the week. Keep all the ideas coming for Fashion Fridays. I'll talk to you soon. What was your first comment on the coffee?
It's hot. Like, that's a Sydney coffee. It's really hot.
So do you genuinely get a difference?
I genuinely think the coffees at home are cooler when they get to you, and you can drink them faster. Yep. So then you drink more, pay more money.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which I think is bizarre, considering the climate is different.
I think it's actually the fact that it's so cold in Melbourne. By the time it actually goes from the barista to you, it's just the ambient room temperature's cooled it down. I think that's the biggest difference.